shelter there from the weather. It's pretty much swampy area, a lot of mud and stuff, so you couldn't really find a good place to lie low for a couple nights as you were journeying south, adventuring about. So you took refuge at the Carnath Roadhouse, and you noticed a suspicious group there that might lead you to adventure. You witnessed a big fire there at the Carnath Roadhouse. A battle took place within the Carnath Roadhouse as a woman was attacked by what appeared to be some kind of doppelganger or something. She could have been attacked by her twin. She had some scabbards on her belt that was tooled in emblems of dragons and such, and you couldn't really see the end result. I believe there was a fog cloud that raised up in the area where this battle took place, and you seen a group slip off into the warehouse sometime later. The group you've been watching that appears to be some type of adventurers. You may have followed them in there a little while after they went into the warehouse and into the storeroom. You could have found a trap door that had led to a tunnel. Following that, it would take you deeper into the swamps. Sorry, I didn't put a lot of time into thinking of how I was going to get you into the group. So you would have came out in the swamps, kind of behind them, just kind of keeping an eye on them, watching these people curiously. You seen they had an encounter with a group of lizard men. They allowed one to live, having a conversation with this lizard man. They proceeded deeper into the swamps. You continued to follow them for some time. They took a couple canoes that the lizard men had arrived in and sailed off into the swamps. So your curiosity was probably burning pretty bad by then about what this group can be up to. So maybe you took the remaining canoe and continued to survey this group. So we'll start you off shortly behind them. You can interact with the group if you wish as they come up on another shore, if it could be called such, here in the box. And they stop to have a brief conversation with the lizard man that they are with. Let's see. So you guys had slain that group of lizard men, most of them, except for the one calling himself Snapjaws, who told you that his people, that he's seen you as kind of a hope for his people. They were pretty much enslaved by the cultists and these bullywugs that they're greatly outnumbered by. You guys took Snapjaws along with your group for a little bit, and he was taking you to Castle Neritar, right?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, hey, Ortalian's back.
User entered your channel.
Welcome, evil wizard.
You all can stop. You can all stop applauding. I am here. I am here.
About time. Wow, you've been gone forever.
Yeah. What? Been a while since we heard your voice.
That's alright. I forgot I even had an existence until I finally got done with June. Let me tell you about Darwell killed me, but hey, I don't want to talk about my long month. I want to slay some bullywugs. So why don't we jump in this game and kill some stuff?
All right. Sounds good.
Not,
Well,
not like I'm gonna force no combat encounter like I did last time.
You guys happen to find another shore as you were traveling with Snapjaws in the canoes deeper into the swamps, and you find the closest thing you could find to dry land again. Step out of your canoes and travel a little bit into the swamp. Let me see. Let me make a roll here real quick. Oh, I gotta add everybody to the party sheet.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
All right. Looks like we got that. So, let me just do this. Too many maps going on here. Wow, Cordelian. Pretty good at that perception stuff. You're as you guys pull your canoe up onto the bit of land there, what could be called land, and you guys start pushing on through the muck. You kind of look back over the swamp.
What do I see as you look around the swamp?
You kind of look back over the swamp in the direction you had come, and just coming through the mist rising from the swamp behind you, you see a lone man in a canoe. Looks like he's kind of rowing his canoe towards you.
I put my hand out to the party and say stop. I look back over my shoulder and I say, damn it, seems we're being followed. Did anybody not spot him along the way?
You see, this is a huge man. The bulk of his form takes up almost the entirety of the canoe. Seems to be very large.
Is that
fire begins to crackle in my palm just in case. I don't know who this is, but I'm ready to blow his canoe out of the water.
It's more of a giant grayish blue Hulk wearing a clog.
Oh, hey, nice big Titanic. I'll feed this bitch with a fireball.
No need for fire.
So he's speaking to you now there, Port Alien.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
No need for fire.
The fire still is in my palm, and a little bit of smoke rises up. And I say, well, declare who you are and your meaning for following us.
You may call me Dulsung. I've been following you since the roadhouse. So you got into quite a scrape, and it looked kind of fun. Then you started climbing through tunnels and talking to lizard men, and here we are in the swamp.
I try to mask a loss of confidence. If this gentleman has been following us for this long and we have not noticed him, that perturbs me a little bit. That scares me just a tad. But I try to keep up, and I look to Devastate and Madrash to see if they recognize this person or what their input is.
I shake my head no, and I look over at Dulsung and ask, Are you part of the cult of the dragon?
No, I'm not. But you know, I've had run-ins with dragons before, and I'm looking to get some revenge for that.
You may have seen him around the Karnath Roadhouse a little bit, and seen that he stuck primarily to himself.
I'm gonna look over at Devastate inquisitively. Do you know of this person, Devastate?
Devastate studies the stranger from beneath his hood. slight curve to his lips as he gives a slight shake of his head. His hands lowering to rest on the hilts of his weapons that ride low on his hip.
Alright.
Now, if I heard you correct, Truman, you said that we have seen him around the thing, and from all of our sites, he never mingled with the cult of the dragon from the caravan, correct?
Correct.
I scout and I say, gentlemen, now that I think back on it, I do recognize this man. He was within our caravan, a quiet man, often in his own corner, didn't speak much. As far as I saw, he never interacted with the cult of the dragon. I'm not going to call him a friend or an ally yet. I'm not quite sure to call him an enemy either.
I'm going to speak up. Well, if you're following with us, that must mean that you have noticed the powers of Umberly, and you've grown to follow in her caress, and that is why you have come to us.
Freaking Madras sees a stranger, the first thing he needs to do is evangelize, you know?
I don't believe I met that lady, but I would like to follow.
Just watch for the skies and the water. She'll give you a kiss, I'm sure.
Be careful, though. She is a fickle bitch. I warn you already.
Indeed.
Now,
to find
exactly what race is Dulsung? Like, what do I see as I see his figure?
Goliath. Goliath's 7 feet tall, just around 450 pounds. He's not wearing armor, just kind of like a loincloth and scraps of cloth and whatnot. And then a giant great axe and hand axes from his belt, and javelins on his back.
I shake my head and I say, does anyone have an illusion spell to at least put a robe on that guy?
You should feel it.
You're the wizard.
Yes, but I kill things and raise the dead, and I kind of motion into my zombies. That is what I do. Yep, good idea. And I point to one of my zombies. I say, crouch down by him, run the waist, and walk like that. Just cover him up the whole time. So one of my zombies goes over and crouches down by him.
Alright.
You'll be fine. I put on my hand. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But if you double cross us, he will eat your leg.
That guy on Madras for now.
Well, so will we follow these lizardmen too?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Where are we following these lizardmen to? That one seems talkative. What has he said?
I don't know, someone's gotta catch me up his bile.
Yeah, we're heading to some citadel. I don't even remember its name now.
like Nerdist or something like that, some castle or the Bullywugs what Truman was saying earlier.
Castle Neritar.
Yeah, that's the place.
Snapjaws will tell you, and his broken English. We go Castle Neritar.
Well, shall we proceed then?
Yes, but I think Sung should lead the way. I'm not quite sure I'm feeling comfortable with him at our back. I don't know him yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Very well.
And I'll follow right behind him.
Since I think Dolson's stealing my skeleton. If I'm reading chat right, he just stole my skeleton like Santa stole Christmas.
Alright.
I say, hey, I put my hand out, right? All 5 fingers glow with a purple, dark energy. I say, one more step and you take that skeleton and you will join my ranks. I thought you said you were supposed to be a friend.
I thought you said he should stay with me, so why not on me?
With you, not on you. With you, not on you. Prepositions. With you, not on you. I should know. It's the Goliath in him. They've never been that smart.
Nice. All right. So as you guys are journeying together through the swamp with Dawson stealing the skeleton, after some time you could see some smoke from a fire. Oh yeah. Sorry, Madrash. Go ahead and let's go ahead and start some intros. We'll start in order from Travos on down to Madrash.
I'm traveling in a canoe with a tiger and a dog.
You guys are outside of the canoes now.
Well, my information's not on this scared, so I just have a white hair with a few blonde streaks in it. I'm obviously elven, and I have ash skin. And my eyes are pink. I don't remember. I think I'm wearing studded leather.
Yeah, it's studded leather. Probably looks pretty fancy. I believe you had some pretty fancy studded leather going on.
Yeah, it's of resistance.
Alright. Portellians?
Yes, I am a 5'5", high elf. I'm very sickly looking. My skin almost clings to my skeleton. I have long white hair that's actually thinning and falling out with the more magic that I use. My eyes are kind of a glowing red, but I look like I could die off at any second as if I have some disease.
Alright. Devastate.
That's basically exactly what you see of Devastate. Nothing. Like, he just sneaks like a shadow through the woods.
Yeah, pretty much.
I swore there was someone else.
Let's see. Did we lose Davis?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Devastate stands around 6 feet, medium build. He's wearing dark studded leather with a heavy cloak with a hood. He moves silently despite being a walking arsenal. He has a rapier at each hip. One of the rapiers, the handle is fashioned to resemble a slightly curved neck, at which the base wings come up around the handle, forming a protective belt of the rapier. In the shape of a dragon, the eyes are set with rubies. At his other hip is a rather plain-looking rapier as well. Among that, you might catch occasional glimpses of daggers hidden at various parts on his person. And he also has a longbow at his back. And it's likely other weapons as well, though they remain hidden. He has long, pure white hair. His features are mostly shadowed by the hood, but anyone that has seen a draw would instantly recognize him as such.
Nice. And let's see, we got Madrash.
Madrash. He is a male dragonborn with brass scales, standing 6.5 feet tall, weighing over 300 pounds, sporting some chainmail. He's got some symbols of Umberly upon his shield, and also upon a holy symbol around his neck.
Sorry, guys, I lost my connection.
Oh, I thought that was me for a
Yeah, I did
second.
too.
God, crap, not again.
Oh boy. I'm also wielding a trident. I've got blue eyes. Yeah. And that is Madrash.
Umberlee's like a sea goddess, right?
Yeah. The sea bitch.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna have to skip using a map or mask. It seems like all the time I try to bring up my mask, I lose my connection. I'm back in now, so you guys could log back in.
Dope.
Oh no way! It looks like it's doing it again.
Doing what again?
Right at itself. It started to kick me out.
Yeah. It's gonna probably be unresponsive while we're all logging in.
Ah, true.
Would it be easier if a few of us logged in, like one or two at a time, and then went like that, rather than all trying to do it at once?
It looks like everyone's logged in now, anyhow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just outside of it didn't just freeze up that time though. Keith, it came up and said that Fantasy Grounds is not responding. Close program or wait.
Yeah, that's because. Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, it seemed to write itself out.
Yeah, that's because everyone was trying to get on at once.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Okay.
I think I'll take a quick bio break while everyone logs back in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Alrighty. Can you step away for a bio break now? As you guys introduce each other or introduce yourselves and get to know Dalsung there a little bit and head off. Let's see, well, keys away. You guys said you were gonna have Dalsung journey ahead.
Well, not necessarily ahead, more in the front to keep an eye on him.
And then who will be traveling behind Dalsung or beside Dalsung, or how exactly will you have your party order?
Two of my zombies will be side by side with Dolson, just in case.
Oh, all right. Let me see how I can do that.
I mean, if it's possible. If not, then don't worry about it, you know. I didn't know if like we were going theater of the mind or if we had a map going or what.
Oh yeah, Keith got me the module for Fantasy Grounds, so all the maps are already prepared for me.
Oh, nice. In the future, if you know, like say you're like running Rage of Demons or something on here, I'm cool pitching in some money to help you get the modules. That way, you're not fronting all the money yourself.
might be able to use some help with that. I got so much to buy in September with Sword Coast, the release of Sword Coast Legends. I got to try that.
The sad thing is, like, I have like all the modules, but like I can't load them out like I could with the book.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. That's pretty rough. I wish you could do that. But yeah, I'm not sure when it'll be releasing for Fantasy Grounds. The book comes out September 15th, so we'll figure it out from there. All right, Keith. Hey Keith, has there been any word about when the module for Fantasy Grounds will release for Out of the Abyss?
September 9th? It'll be the same day that everything is launched.
The book
8th or 9th.
15th. 8th or 9th. I believe.
Probably from all retailers, but I believe through the WPN stores you'll be able to get it on the 8th or 9th.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go through Amazon. I got too much to pay the extra money to get it from a WPN store.
It's down to like $33, I think.
Yeah, it's about that on Amazon. I believe in WPN stores it'll be about $49.99.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really want to support my local stores, but when it's $20 cheaper on Amazon.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I told my local store, look, I'm not asking them to meet us on prices, but I am asking that they try.
Yep.
Okay, so our marching order, we got Dalsun. Where will we have Divestay? Or who will be marching in second?
I'll take it.
Did you get my whisper?
Okay, Dennis, that sounds good.
I'll
Ooh,
take
how do we whisper? That way I can do that.
/W space whoever you're whispering to. If it's me, you could just put GM. If it's one of the players, you have to put their whole character name.
Yeah, that's why I removed my last name to make it easier.
So /W space the person's name space whatever you're saying.
Okay.
Okay, so we got.
So I'll take up the second spot unless someone else wants it.
Alright, so we got Dalsun, we got Madrash.
I'll take the middle.
You'll take the middle? Alright.
With all my zombies and skeletons. Except for the one that Dulcing has.
Portalion, and that looks like it's going to leave Travos.
What are we doing?
Oh, I was just doing
Marching
order. Yeah, marching order. Divestay kind of fell back, and
Yeah, I could be in the back.
alright. Give me your stealth check. Divestay.
I rolled it in the tower. Did you not get it?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I see. Divestay kind of falls back off to the right, kind of hunches down into some brush where you guys could see him trying to get attempt at some stealth back there. Strangely enough, the huge Goliath seems to be moving a bit quieter than Divestay.
It's the lack of armor.
Alright, as you guys are journeying on, you can see a small plume of smoke up ahead, and Snapjaws holds up a hand, and he says, Lizard Man guards, I'll go talk.
Okay, let him.
All right. So he just takes off to the brush up ahead of the group.
Okay.
What do you guys do while he's up there talking?
Yeah, I got.
Also, kind of slips a javelin from a quiver on his back.
Yeah, I got a question. How do I write it out like Dolphin just did, where it comes out red like that, telling you what he's doing without chatting? How do I do that?
Just hold down Control when you hit Enter after typing the text.
Ooh, $49.95 on Fantasy Grounds.
Okay.
Yep. That's what it looks like.
At this time, I'm feeling pretty thankful that Portalian said he might be willing to help out with that a little bit. I was planning on paying about $35. I might be able to cover a little more. All right. So everybody's pretty much just watching Snapjaws at this time.
Look around the area.
Okay. Look around the area, and it's sparse in vegetation as far as foliage, trees and such, kind of drooping wetly. There's a light drizzle. It's not raining real hard. Clouds above you are gray. You might find a few stones here and there. Some larger patches of standing water, kind of still, hang about the area. The smoke is seen rising above the trees a little bit in the direction that Snapjaw went. And you're waiting there for a few minutes when Snapjaws returns, and he just nods his head and says, "Okay, we continue."
Then let's go, Snapjaw.
All right. So he walks forward through the brush again, heading right towards the lizard men camp, and they kind of look up at you guys when you guys enter. You can't really read anything about their features, not knowing much about a lizard man's face. Well, maybe Madrash. You think you could see looks of hope upon their face as you guys approach. They don't even stand. They just, one nods his head as Snapjaws and you guys come through. So Madrash, you definitely see what could be portrayed as Umberlee's blessing and the grayish clouds above, the darkening of the sky, and the light pour of rain.
Get the option for the tablets to go Windows 10 within.
Every now and then you could see some lightning kind of splay out across the night sky, or across the sky. It's not night. I'm sorry. It's probably around noon or so.
Great. See that? Umberlee has blessed us this day. I can't wait to bring down her writhing hatred upon our enemies this day.
Hey Keith, what do I do to activate a calendar? I tried to click on the calendar and it says activate calendar module to set a calendar for this campaign.
Yeah, you gotta click on calendar, and then there's an option. I think you gotta go into the modules for the calendar and open it up so you can see them all. And then you pick the one that you're on.
Alright. Oh, maybe I'll mess with that later. Got to figure that calendar stuff out. All right. So yeah, they don't make any move to get up or anything. Poor Italian. They stay seated and eating what appears to be some kind of smallish rodents as you guys pass through. And you walk on for about another hour or so, when finally through the brush you can make out what Snapjaw points out as Castle Meritar.
Ooh, what does it look like? Oh.
You see there's various longhouses directly in front of the castle with mostly lizard folk milling about. They look pretty well made. Mingling amongst them are a few of the rounded huts there, which are pretty shabby in appearance. Looks like they were thrown together rather crudely. The entrances are very small. Off to the left of the encampment, there's a lot more of the rounded huts with what appears to be giant frogs leaping about, kind of milling around that area. And off to the right, there's a crude cage that's been put together out of wooden planks, where you could see some giant lizards are milling around. And Snapjaw points towards the rounded huts off towards the left, and he says, "Don't move too close to huts. Giant frogs attack everyone."
Well, with that, Pertalion, I think we should disturb the huts.
My lips begin to curl up in a sickening sneer, and I say, "Agreed." I pull out a wand of lightning bolt, and I say, "Lightning of Umberly," and I put my other hand to the side, or the fires of the abyss.
Well, I guess before we annihilate these frogs, we should probably see about getting the blessing from Travos. What say you, Travos?
They're frogs.
Should we have frog legs tonight?
Sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna take a look up at the battlements, and do we see any activity up there?
No, let me see. You can see some at the top of the Barbican. It comes out the rounded portion that comes out on the front of the castle on its right side, but you don't have a very good view of them at all. You can barely make out some forms over the parapets.
How many forms do we make out?
At ground level?
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Let me see. You can make out about 12 giant frogs over there milling around the huts. The lizard folk around the longhouses directly ahead, just in front of the castle, you probably make out about 8.
Now, are these the lizard folk that are allied with Snapjar, or those that are allied with the Bullybugs?
Yeah, he says lizard folk are my clansmen.
Oh, so no need to kill them then. And are these frogs hopping? I'm assuming they're the Bullybugs.
No, they're kind of pets of bullywugs. They've been raised by bullywugs.
And Snapjaw, where are the Bullybugs? Are they the ones in the castle?
He says, yeah, a lot of bullywugs in castle.
Oh, jeez, I thought we were killing off some barbaric tribes. Now people were defining the castle.
He says, he says a lot of them may not know you for what you are. Cultists come in every day. Different cultists all the time. Might be able to walk right up to castle.
Well, we still have those cloaks from way back at Green Nest. We could always sport those on and go up to the door, unless anybody objects or has a different way of dealing with it.
That sounds like a beautiful plan, Portalion.
Devastate, at this point, when you get this close to the castle, you would probably be forced to move back somewhere along the banks of this little stream here.
Then he would fall in with a group, taking up the last position.
Alright. You guys all see that map there?
That's quite the map.
Yep. That's why you can cover it.
Alright. So you see down there to the right is that that crude gate that holds all the giant lizards. They're at the bottom left-hand portion of the map. There in the top are all the huts where a lot of the giant frogs are milling about. And then directly ahead of you is the longhouses there are where a good portion of the lizard folk could be seen.
The ones next to the castle, or the ones south from us?
Yes, the ones next to the castle.
I see. Wow, this is a pretty big place. I say we just stroll on up there. Like we own the place.
And
We
kill
do
them all.
own the place.
As cultists, we do. And we will actually own the place.
Where are all the zombies?
I didn't take the time to put on a bunch of zombies right now. I can if you want me to.
It's up to you. If it's gonna bog down the game, no. If it's quick, then yes. That's what I'd say.
How many zombies do you have, Sean?
Well, one died a while ago, so I got 5 zombies and skeletons.
Didn't they all die a while ago?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Didn't they all die a while ago?
Not unless you did something I don't know of.
I think he meant in order for them to be zombies, they would have had to die.
Oh, no, that actually wasn't funny. Now that I get it. It would be funnier if it didn't happen to me, though.
How hard would that be to add in his zombies, do you think, there, Keith?
Well, if you
Would I
want
have to
to...
basically- Would I have to create another encounter to add the zombies?
Well, you could do it
Just,
multiple ways. You could just add the tokens onto the map. You could have him create up a character with all the pertinent stats for each one of them, and have a bunch of extra characters.
Okay.
Can I just make one sheet and then have multiple tokens represent that same sheet? Later, I mean not right now, but later.
Yeah, we'll work on the zombies later. I'm not exactly sure how you could do it yet. I'd have to ask Keith.
I don't want to bog down the game, let's just keep going.
I'm in training.
That's okay.
Fantasy Grounds training. Alright. So you guys are just walking through? walking up to
You
the
know.
castle.
Scratching my tiger's neck.
So Snapjaws is walking along with you. Devastate, how far behind the group are you staying?
I would have just fell in right behind the group once we reached that point.
Alright. So you guys are walking along, the giant frogs are kind of staring in your direction somewhat hungrily. The lizard folk, you catch some curious stares from them. They see you walking with Snapjaws, so they pretty much take it that you're just some more cultists.
Can we go to the front of the door?
Sure.
Why is everybody bigger than me?
Oh no, you're a little guy. Let's try to blow you up.
Oh my gosh, someone cast a large person on me. Huge!
That's a big half elf. Oh. Alright, so let's see here.
So what did we see as we were up to this entrance?
So as you approach that area, you see the longhouses are made from reeds bound into long, thick bundles and bent into upside-down U-shaped ribs. The spaces between the ribs are latticed and thatched with more reeds. Each longhouse has a single woven door in the center of one end wall. The construction technique used in the longhouses is ingenious. A dozen or more huts are placed haphazardly on the boggy ground. Each is shaped like a slightly flattened dome. The doorways are open, but a low, short tunnel forces a creature to crawl into the hut. They are made of reeds woven through a lattice with a generous layer of mud, grass, and dung smeared over the whole thing. Mud, swamp water, and mud sloughs between the huts, and even flows in and out of the low, open doorways. As you get to that area there, you see it looks to be set up as a defensive position for the castle. You see that room has quite a few bullywugs and giant frogs in there.
The room does?
Yeah.
Well, I wait for the priest to go in front of me.
I'm following behind Dulcin. He's going first, then I'll go next.
Alright. One moment.
I turned to Portillion. Now's the time for fire?
I nod as long as they want me to.
And with that, I'll step to the side, and I'll wait. Motion for Portillion to fire it up.
Alright, where can we shoot? That would be the most effective. Let me go back and read my spell just so I know the radius and stuff. Hold on.
Alright. Yeah, you see the Barbican's quite a large room. As I said, there's quite a few forms milling about in there. Sloppy mud covers the stone floor of the large chamber. Planks have been laid from the gateway to the causeway entrance to create a 10-foot wide raised boardwalk for the cultists who don't really enjoy walking through the mud, as the bullywugs seem to.
Alright, give me 1 second to do some math.
The outside of the entrance there, the whole entire room's basically covered in slippery mud. So besides the entryway, most of the room will be considered difficult terrain. Just to let you know.
So we're considering these guys enemies, right?
I mean, they haven't attacked us yet, but we can.
Well, you're talking about throwing a fireball in there, right?
It was suggested. Everybody seems okay with it.
I was thinking about putting spikes right there, so if they run at us, they'll have to go through it.
You see a few tables have been thrown together from planks laid across barrels with crudely made benches for seats. The tables and benches are nearly as muddy as the floor. The Barbican area you're looking into now has no windows or arrow slits. Bright light shines about 20 feet into the room from outside. Everywhere else in the room, you could see some oil lamps here and there casting dim light. They're quite dirty, and the lamps haven't been well taken care of.
So do we want to attack, or do we want to just roll through like we own the place?
Yeah, I need a last decision on that before I cast this fireball and annihilate half the people.
Yeah, Sean, there's no ping ability, but if you right-click on the map, go to drawing, then you can change. You could choose the type of if you want a cone, square, circle, and then you just drag and drop on the map to create your radius, and then you could drag and drop that wherever you want, like right there or whatnot.
Oh, and that's a 10-foot radius that you're doing?
Yeah, that's a 10-foot right there.
Okay, tell me how to do that one more time. I right-click, go down to drawing.
And then pick the shape that you want. So if it's a square, then pick the square. And then once you have that, go ahead and drag and drop using your mouse on the map to start creating your square. And you could, there should be another little square to, make it bigger and whatnot.
Okay, so did I do it right? Did my 20-foot radius come up?
I see one that's a circle. I don't know if that's you or not.
Then that would be me. The other one's coming up, I don't know. Okay, how do I eliminate it once I've done it?
Okay, once you're done with it, all you gotta do is right-click on the map, go back into, it's pointers, and then click on remove this. And that'll get rid of it. Yeah, and like David said, the color will match the color of your dice.
Okay. Alrighty, well, if we want me to throw a fireball in there, I can. If not, but, we gotta decide, because if we begin opening fire now, then we gotta fight through a whole castle. But if we sneak in, then we'll fight through a whole castle being stuck inside. So, which one do you want?
If we attempt to try to sneak through, I can assist with that.
I'll look over at Dulce.
I can veil us in shadows and silence.
What do you think of this, big man?
So, out of character, why are we here again?
We chased the dragon cultists to here.
Yeah, I say if they're here, we need
of the dragon cult.
I would assume so.
But there's a possibility they think we're on their side.
Yeah.
Well, we could pretend to be them until it's too late, I guess.
Very well.
Have they spotted us at this point?
Yeah, you've caught a couple curious stares from the nearest bullywugs as you guys are out there talking amongst yourselves, trying to work out your plan. They just keep glancing at you and kind of scratching their heads.
I'll begin to walk forward to that point there. My gaze just forward moving as if I'm supposed to be there.
Alright. That nearest one there, he just kind of waddles around to stare straight at you guys, his tongue flicking out, darting between his lips a couple times.
Clearly, I think we're friends. I'm gonna run to the closest one, pick him up, and bear hug him. Hello, absolute friend.
Alright, his stench is almost unbearable. He feels a little slimy as you grab him up. His eyes kind of bulge wide when you lift him into a great hug. And he just kind of rivet.
That's awesome.
I drop him down, pat him on his head, and push him into the pillar. Accidentally, of course.
Alright, so he kind of smacks back into the pillar with a wet sound and looks around at the nearest bullywug, his eyes still kind of wide. He's a little bit shaky, he wasn't expecting that at all. One of the giant frogs, the one behind that pillar there, his tongue darts out kind of close to you. You see it reaches, it almost entirely reaches you as it just darts out quickly. It seems to stay in place though and doesn't make any other move to attack.
I look towards the stairs and back at the others, questioning what's in my eyes.
The bullywug, you gave a great hug, says something in its own language at the giant frog, and just stays there staring at you. Yeah, directly ahead of you, those are some stairs that leads up to an upper level, and there's also that 20-foot hallway there to your immediate left. You see the ceiling above you ends abruptly at that hallway, and there's an open space above where the floor is either rotted away or something in that area.
Which area is that?
The 20-foot hallway to your token's left.
Oh, so the path to the rest of the castle is like dangerous. Roofless.
It's roofless. It doesn't look. It's probably not dangerous.
Oh, so the roof rotted away.
Yeah, the floor on the second, or the ceiling on the second floor is rotted away in that area.
Oh, okay.
So there's nothing really above it. It's open. An open area, pretty much.
I'll shake my head yes to Dulcing.
We still haven't seen any cultists or anything besides bullywugs and giant frogs and lizard men. That hole just ahead seems to continue on for about 180 feet. As you guys stop and stare about, trying to figure out what you do, the bullywugs are kind of watching you curiously again.
It's unlikely that anything important would be in this first tower, right?
Yeah, let's just keep on going. I mean, if we just stand here, they're gonna think we're...
Hungry?
Yeah, hungry. Yeah, that's the word. Why not? Why not? I was worth eating lackeys.
Alright, so you start walking down the 180-foot causeway. Looking back behind you, you could hear some voices in their own language again. And as you look up towards the second floor, you see there's stones piled up there on the second floor with quite a few bullywugs milling about, kind of watching you guys from the second floor as well. Apparently that's where those stairs led to.
No, okay, out of character, I want to make sure I remember this. Okay, Since we're posing to be cultists, now that we're inside, what is our actual goal?
Cause trouble.
Okay, so we're just walking around, kind of figuring out.
Well, we were searching for specific people, weren't we? That one female.
Well, you know, this is you found information, and what was it called? Karnath Keep or something like that. The last place where you guys had encountered the Cult of the Dragon.
Okay,
you found
where that was.
Yeah, you found that room that they were using. That extra room that was especially cared for, where they were storing particular amounts of treasure, particular pieces of treasure. You found that trap door that led to the tunnel. So apparently they were storing, the cultists were storing some of their personal treasures in there, and it was being secreted away using the trap door in that room. Going through the tunnel, lizardmen were taking it out and carrying it towards the swamps, which taking that tunnel and finding Snapjaws has led you to Neritar Castle. So you believe this is where the cult is keeping some of the treasure they've been attacking and taking from villages and small cities around the Sword Coast. You're still on that mission for, I believe his name was Ontharr Froom, trying to find the location of where the treasure was being taken.
Oh, okay. So we're just trying to figure out where the treasure hoard is.
Yes.
Okay, that helps me a lot, because I thought, like, we're just walking around inside the castle with our dick in our hand, you know? I'm like, what the heck are we doing?
You're basically still trying to find out where they're taking the majority of the stolen treasure.
Hey Truman, I deleted my map.
Alright, I'll share it out again.
It should be under your images maps. Castle Neritar, ground level players.
So have we killed Resmir yet? I can't remember. I think we did Bogluk and Fruland, right?
Yeah, Resmir, he's always like one step ahead of you.
Yeah, I can't wait until I rip his head off.
I believe you did hear information about Resmir being inside Castle Neritar at one point.
So then that's my target for in here.
They've got that golden thing, golden tower, that they would keep their treasure in there.
Golden Tower?
The central tower inside the walls seemed to have a golden dome to it.
Oh yeah, from that picture, yeah.
Yeah,
the gold covering the tower.
It seemed to be an astrologist tower or something like that. Like it once bore a large telescope or some such along the top of the keep.
Yeah, let's keep going in.
If you mention that golden shape up there, Snapjaw could tell you that the castle was once he says a Star Watchers Guild stayed here in Castle Neritar before the cultists took over.
Would I by chance know anything about this Star Watching Guild?
I'm gonna take a look at your background real quick. Yeah,
I'm a sage. Yeah.
You may have heard of astrologers guilds around the realms. none of the information you have tells you they were of anything of importance.
Okay, so they're just. I'm telling them as we're walking through. You know, the Star Watchers Guild. They were really nothing that big. They were hobbyists at best. One time they actually thought they found this vortex that would bring them to the abyss. Turned out it was just a nova going off, and they were quite amateurish. Nothing to worry about, gentlemen.
Uh-huh. And were you part of that guild there, Portalion?
Oh, no, Madrash. You see, my life has significance. I've actually become something, and I have a way to go in life. No. They're for the past. They're nothing to worry of. A footnote in history at best.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, Snapjaw might continue to share information with you, telling you that there's two distinct leaders here within the castle. Since the chieftain of the Skelly Death tribe was killed by the Bullywugs, the lizard men are kind of in chaos right now, not having a chieftain. But the Bullywugs are being led by a shaman by the name of Farblight Spattergoo, and the cultist master is known as Drowmore Borngrey.
Can you write those names in chat so that I can remember them?
Yeah, let me move this map.
So when the cultists come, where do they take all the and stuff?
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking us. I was like, well, I don't know. We're trying to figure it out too.
So from our vantage point, what we can see so far, this next area is clear.
I'll tell you right now. To my map. Okay. The ground here may have once been made of hard-packed earth, but it's now been churned into mud by flapping bullywug feet. Let me throw something in there. Oh, great.
That didn't sound very confident.
Now, the encounters are pretty hard to find.
If you hold down control, you should see push pins. Do you see any of those?
I got it here. So you see, strewn about the room is a various number of both lizard folk and bullywugs milling about through the muddy chamber. Looking through the door, you see that there's various doors throughout the room. You can see them on the map there. Some to your left and right. That one just around the corner there.
You want to go to the right?
Really wish I could have thrown up my mask. Dang it.
Yeah, this way seems to be less things to run into.
Yes.
I look like a zombie. My hands all outstretched in front of me.
That's okay. I don't hate zombies.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to mock Portalian's zombie horde over there.
Yeah, you kind of blend in a little bit. Just stumble about. They'll think you're just one of the zombies. Alright. See, so you're going to go through that door there?
Yeah, that looks good. We need to make sure that all these doors are secure. Wink, wink.
So you open that door to find about 6 lizard men are in there. They turn as you guys enter. Well, some of them turn as you guys enter the room. A large forge dominates the center of this chamber, which is pleasantly warm thanks to a bed of coals glowing dully in the forge. Half a dozen lizard folk are working around the forge, but they don't seem to be accomplishing much. Other accoutrements of the blacksmith's trade are scattered through the room, and many very poorly made metal items are heaped in the northwest corner.
We should all enter and shut the door.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys enter. Once you're all in, you shut the door behind you.
Yeah.
We still have the lizard man guy with us, right?
Yes,
John,
Snap
whatever
Jaws.
his name is.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I look at his of the other lizards back at Snapjaw.
Yeah, Snapjaw starts walking about the room and shaking some of the lizard folks' hands and telling them that he's pointing back at your group and explaining that no cultists. He says our time may have come. Very accomplished people may help us. And the lizard folk listening, a couple might seem kind of skeptical as they just kind of eye your group kind of warily, but the rest almost seem to smile and nod their heads profusely.
So, is this a staircase in the corner?
Yes. I'm trying to... Doesn't tell me where it goes. Looks like it... Wow, that's terrible.
I say we avoid that staircase.
Probably leads straight to the dragon horde. Looks like it goes up.
There, it looks like most of the lizard folk has been trying to make a spear tip, but it's coming out to look more like a shovel head.
I'll shake my head at them.
Lizard men don't seem to know about weapons at all.
No, they don't.
They look kind of frustrated about that.
Shall we peek behind door number 2?
I'll walk up to that one lizard man and I'll shake my finger at him and point at his spearhead, and I'll take out one of my javelins, pointing at the point of it, and hand it to him.
All right. Now Snapjaw points at the staircase and tells you it goes to the second floor. Most of this area has been given to the lizard folk.
What about?
Does he know? Snapjaw, do you know where the treasure is being kept?
He just shakes his head. I don't know.
So where's
Do the
He says we bring treasure to castle. Cultists situate treasure.
What floor are the cultists on?
He says, maybe third floor.
Sounds like we need to go up then, right?
That's what it sounds like. We need to find out who's the boss here. Snapjaw, who's the boss here?
Elf. Horn Grey.
Do you know where we can find him?
He says he has office on the second floor.
Perhaps.
It's not even the corner office at the top.
So perhaps we should go up and knock on his door.
Alright. So just as you guys decide it's about time to go up to the second floor, you could barely make out the muted sounds of what might be a battle breaking out in front of the castle.
Ooh, sounds really.
Outside of the door you hear some voices raised, and it sounds like feet kind of pattering across in front of the door.
So do we go up, or we want to embrace this fight?
Well, if we embrace this fight now, we give away our position. However, if they're on our side, we have enough people to storm the castle and take the treasure.
Should be able to see more from the second floor at least.
Yeah, I'd say we get upstairs.
Yep.
A look of excitement comes over Snapjaw's face, and he starts yelling, it's time, and waving a hand towards the 6 lizard folk in the room. And he goes for the door to run back out into the chamber out there that you guys came in. You think maybe some of those people back at the guard posts, some of the lizard folk back at the guard posts, will spread word that it's nearly time for the lizard folk to attack the bullywugs. Maybe that's what's going on out front. The people in the chamber you just came in from really didn't. Snapjaw didn't speak to them, so they don't really know what's going on. But they'll probably run outside to find the battle taking place, and we'll probably have a pretty big fight going on out there.
I agree with Trash. I say we get up to the next floor, because if we go out there and attack, people can fire down upon us. But if we get up top there, we might even meet the leader, assassinate the leader, kill off the people, and own the castle.
That's right.
All right.
No idea what you said,
Upstairs.
but it was very exciting. Let's do it.
So you guys are heading up to the second floor?
Yep.
Through those stairs right there? The
Yep.
ones in this room? Alright.
Yep.
Let me find that map.
We should lock the door after lizardmen leave.
Castle Neratar, second level. Right?
I think we chose poorly.
Yeah.
Whoops. Did we?
I could drag you in from the combat tracker, right, Keith?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was looking in the wrong room. Yeah, that's correct. Truman, do you know about the sync client view?
No.
So, if you get your map zoomed in and looking exactly where you want it to, you can right-click just under Share is Sync Client View, and if you click on that, it'll force all of our maps to get the same look that you are.
Okay,
So
right
that's
click. And what's that under?
Sync Client View, I think it's down left one.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there we go. So then that recentered our maps to look exactly like yours.
Alright. Let me see.
So does these stairs go up and further to the third floor?
No, they do not. No, these stairs seem to end in this room here. You see there is? You see there is a trap door above you that looks like it would go up to the third floor.
Can our tall one reach it?
Upon closer inspection, it appears that a pair of iron spikes has been hammered between the door and the frame.
Somebody mentioned something about the third floor, right? The cultists were on the third floor?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Someone's office is on this floor.
Let's go find the boss.
Alright. Let's see. Wow, the map's like a puzzle. Alright, so you guys go through that door there. Correct?
Yeah.
Alright. The door appears to be mostly the room appears to be mostly vacant.
Mostly vacant.
Yeah,
Is there
this
like
is your last room. You could see another trap door along the ceiling, but it's also been nailed shut with some pretty large iron spikes.
If I stand on my tippy toes, can I reach it with my axe?
Yeah, you could reach up there.
Want to try the next door, or do we want to try going up?
I think the boss is on this floor, though, from what he was saying.
Yep.
I think we should find the boss.
Continuing through the next door.
Alright. Continue toward the next door. That would be... Alright. You open that door there, and you see that this room's been stocked with armor and weapons, hundreds of arrows. A lot of the metal of the weapons and armor has been rusted to dust, and the arrows appear to be warped and useless. There's leather that's been chewed away by rats and other vermin. There's a few sleeping mats and such on the floor, as well as some of the little pots, like metal pots that look like it contains like old dead rodents and such like that. Pretty much the same stuff you found some of the lizard men earlier to be feasting on. It appears to be really warm, probably from the fires of the forge below.
Shall we investigate the room or just go on to the next room? What do you guys think?
So this could be just a dumping ground.
Yep,
Yeah.
I say proceed.
Yeah, let's check out that other room.
Alright, so you go through that other door there. And much like the two previous rooms, this one is also vacant and barren. There's really nothing in here. Maybe a few sleeping mats, as well as some food provisions. You might see a few spots where there's piled up leather armor that's just as bad in bad shape as the armory over there.
So these stairs go up and down.
Those stairs go down.
It looks like we're going down. Or through that
Isn't that where we
hatch.
came from?
I want to go out the window and scale the wall the other window.
Actually, I can make two of us fly, but I don't feel like wasting my spells this early.
Yeah, if we're gonna waste our spells, I'd rather kill stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those steps do go up, but you see once more there's a trap door at the top of those steps. That's apparently nailed just like the others.
But this one's at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So we might be able to break through this one.
Alright, let's try and break it out.
Well, try and break the spikes with my axe.
All right. Let me look something up real quick. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
I'm going to cast guidance on him to give him an extra D4.
Oh, actually that would have been an 18. I shouldn't be raging it.
You got an 18?
Well, 22 total.
All right. So you managed to pry one of the spikes out. It clangs down down the steps, tumbling down, causing kind of a ruckus.
Awesome.
No one seems to be up here anyway.
Well, we don't know about that yet. If you come up those steps, let me get everybody situated on the map. You still moving about stealthily, Devastate?
If possible, you need another roll.
Yeah, please. Nice. So yeah, Devastate kind of falls back and melts into the shadows to such a point that you really can't make him out there anymore, even though you know where he's at. He seems to be lost amidst the shadows of the stairway.
Are we supposed to see another map right now? Cause I'm not seeing one.
Sorry, it's taken me a while. I'm trying to get everything
That's
situated.
fine. That's fine. I just didn't know if I messed up something.
No, no, that's the way they have the encounters set up. It's kind of confusing to me, anyway. A little user error there. It helps if I just type in the encounter name. All right. So as you guys manage to pry out the spikes and throw open the trap door and come out at the top of these steps, you see a large room there. It's filled with cracked bones of many animals, including some bullywugs. These bones litter the floors.
I think we found a pet dragon.
When you get a chance, can you go ahead and remove that effect?
I'm gonna summon my whip.
There we go.
What map
you,
is he
sir.
supposed to be on?
Wait for it to come up, I believe.
Okay, there it is.
Loading. Please wait.
The loading key.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
Bam.
Alright.
Hmm.
So you guys are in this room here. Let me go to the party sheet real quick and see about something. Oh, nice rolls. Madrash and Travo.
Yes.
You guys both spot something, I believe.
Nice.
Strange.
Strange
Something's
indeed.
coming up behind us.
They're coming for you, Travos.
We should all be seeing the monsters since they were spotted by a couple of you, but they didn't appear on the map.
Did you make them visible?
Yeah, I did.
On the second level map.
They're on the second level map?
Yep.
Yep. Shut the
Well,
door.
let's go back down there and kill him.
That's weird. They're supposed to be on the third level. Any suggestions on what to do about that, Keith?
Well, if they're on the tractor.
Tracker to the third floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Just drag them from the tracker and stick them in the room?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Everything says third floor. The book, the encounter, everything. I don't know why it threw them on the second. So you guys bought these giant spiders hiding amidst the shadows, moving about the room.
Devastating. Pants right here.
Oh boy. I think this is about to get messy.
Oh.
So go ahead and give me your initiative checks.
Alright, so that's on the main page, Sean, of your character sheet. In the center of the screen, just double click the box that says INIT.
Amazingly, the room is clean of webs. There's no webbing anywhere or anything like that. The
That's
floor
why
is
it's
just littered with
burning.
bones.
I can't find the I and IT button.
It's alright. Are you on the main tab of your character sheet?
Yes, sir.
Do you see where your armor class is in the center of the screen?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Boom, baby.
Awesome.
Poor Dustin, you got the jump on him. He don't like spiders.
No, sir.
Alright.
It's an
Also,
interesting mix.
also, Sean,
Worst Madrash's last.
yeah, you'll want to open up your combat tracker, which will be in the top right-hand corner of Fantasy Grounds. It'll be the cross swords icon.
Can you clear the rage from my character for now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Oh, cool, cool.
Here we go. Alright.
Okay, so it'll be my turn, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sean, what you'll do is hold down Control and click on whatever creature you want to target. If you want to target multiples, you just Control click each one to target them individually. and they'll show up underneath your name in the combat tracker to show that you haven't targeted.
Okay. I actually want to hold my action for when more get in my line of sight so I can hit them with a lightning bolt instead. Do I have to do something because of that?
What's going to be your trigger? Just line of sight?
Yeah, basically when two are within line of a lightning bolt, I'm gonna let one go.
Alright, so we'll just forego your attack for this second.
And I actually say to my group, make sure to stay on my way. I'm gonna hit them when they come on in. Depending how they deal with that is their own issues.
So as you prepare your spell, and two of the giant spiders climbing quickly down the wall rush towards the stairway, you're able to take your ready to action.
Wonderful. Now, I don't actually have lightning bolt on here. Is there a way I can roll the damage without clicking into action, or how do I do that?
What damage does it do?
I think it does 8-6, but I don't use that one very often.
So
They
left
didn't
click
have-
on the d6, and then right click until you've got 8 dice, and then just drop it on whatever spider. Actually, if you have them targeted, if you control left click on the two, then you can just roll the dice in the chat log.
Yeah, that should work. Looks like you... Are you able to target both of them? It's a... Lightning bolt's a straight line, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Unless it's a straight line of this can hit them both, that's your call.
No, I don't believe it can. You'd have to pick one target.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick the one that's diagonal from me.
Okay. They moved into their position from the left and right. They never crossed paths. So you would have only been able to target one.
Okay, hit the one across from me.
Alright. You have to untarget one of them before you roll damage. There you go.
So you can just drag that roll in the chat room onto the giant spider 7.
Say that again?
And so where all the dice and the 34 is, just drag that whole thing onto the spider on the map. That is no good. Oh, no, that's good.
There we go. I got you, Sean.
Okay. Did I do it
He
right?
can just hit himself.
Oh. Are you... Oh. Never mind. I hit you.
You got him.
My fault. Let me take that damage off. No, that... Oh, yeah. Mistakes. That was Spider 7. Yes, your lightning bolt streaks out. Slamming into that spider that you had targeted. For some reason, the damage is not taking. There we go. Your lightning bolt slams into it, creating a hole straight through and through the spider. It just kind of blasts it back onto its back, or its legs spasm in the air. The other spider, sorry Travos, the other spider still gets to go after you took its ready to action. I had forgot. Being as how the target is Dalsung at this time, I guess it will attempt to bite Dalsung. So Spider 3.
Dalsung growls at the horrible spider.
Oh,
Exactly.
dives in at you. As you dive to the side, its mandibles clack shut, scraping across the stone to your right. And It has missed. It is... Spider 7 is dead. It is now on Travos.
Sorry. Flick my flaming whip at number 3.
Oh, you have reach on your whip too, huh?
Yes, I do.
I told you I hate your whip.
Yes, you did.
Just making sure.
And I'll just keep my tiger back and my dog back.
Alright, so your whip cracks into the spider, which begins to bounce upon its legs, and its mandibles clack open and shut in anger and pain. Now would have been a good time to have used that ready to action.
Yeah.
For poor Talion, as another spider crosses behind the other.
How fast can these things go?
So it moves in and it'll attempt to target Dalsing as well. Its brethren spider took some immense pain from that flaming whip of Travos. Ooh, made up for that fumble, that's for sure. As it lands a devastating blow with its mandibles upon Dalsan. Oh. It appears that Dalsung has been paralyzed with poison.
Sweet. A savings throw for that?
I rolled a savings throw on the spider there. Unfortunately, I got a 9 for Dalsung. That was failure against a DC 11.
What kind of saving throw?
It's a Constitution.
I
rolled
plus
a
five con saves.
Oh, do you? Then you would have made it. So, let me see. Where was the spider damage? Spider damage, or poison damage, was 7 points, so I'll remove that right now. Sorry about that, Dalsung. I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, we can roll saves like to the dice tower if you only want to see it.
Oh no, I believe it. Alright, that was the spider's move.
I like this combat tracker. That's real nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and the GM side of it too. A lot of really cool tools.
As they all kind of gather right there, there you guys go. Did you guys a favor as the spiders are vying for the chance to sink their mandibles into you. They kind of gather at the top of the stairs there. And we're on Dalsung.
11 hasn't got to go yet, though.
11?
Yeah, you made Spider 11.
Right. Move him back where he was. Thank you, Jason. With all those area effect spells you guys got, you probably just saved one of my spiders.
I was thinking that too.
All
Gonna
right.
go ahead and shoot me with rage, not actually rage, and attack number 3 with my great axe for my first attack of the round. Clearly hit.
Excellent.
I finish him off, and then I swing to the other one that bit at me.
As you bring your
Number 9.
axe around in a great cleave, slashing into the giant spider's head, it begins to jump uncontrollably as its legs twitch, just spilling this greenish yellow ichor all over you.
And then for the movement, I'll move over there.
All right. So we're on Devastate.
As Devastate slides forward in the shadows, he draws his rapiers. Oh shoot, I should have targeted. Sorry. It's 9.
9 damage. Which one did you attack?
No, I haven't rolled the damage.
Oh,
It was 25 on the skill roll to hit 9. Assuming 25 is enough to hit.
Oh, yeah. Was that it for your action, Devastate?
No, I haven't rolled damage yet.
Oh, sorry about that. Not trying to rush you, I just didn't know if you had
Well,
forgotten.
my weapon damage was set up wrong. So that's 16 points of damage on the first hit.
Alright.
As I stab that home, and I stab out with my other weapon.
Apparently knowing a little bit about the anatomy of spiders from your heritage, you managed to hit it hard enough and in the right place to cause great pain as it lets out a screech. And apparently drops to the ground. Twitching about.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement. And then my extra attack, Spider 11. So this time, out of the shadows, as I slay the other spider, Devastate just stalks forward, flinging his blades out to his side to splatter the floor with blood, bringing it up, striking at the spider before him.
Alright.
Ooh, and a miss.
The spider tucks its legs and nimbly dodges aside as you come in for your attack. As it leapt slightly aside to dodge your attack, it turns to thrust out with its mandibles, attempting to cut into you, Devastate. And mandibles finds purchase as they close up on your shoulder. Do you have any bonuses to your savings throw versus poison to make that 6 and higher? All right. Well, unfortunately, it appears you are paralyzed, and you take quite a bit of damage there. As you feel the sting of the poison coursing through your veins, you find that it becomes hard for you to move. Your joints seem to lock in place.
He lowers to a knee under the weight of the bite. His muscles tightening, locking as he's frozen.
Alright. Madrash.
Alright. Seeing as Devastate is, I see him tense up, see that vicious wound on him. I'm going to climb up the stairs, standing behind him, as I reach into my vestments and bring out a small vial of some holy water that I sprinkle over Devastate's head. And as I do, his wounds visibly close.
You know what, this makes no sense, but I'm going to take off that paralyzed effect. It appears that you're only paralyzed if the poison damage reduces you to 0 hit points, which totally makes no sense to me, but...
If you're dead, you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
There you go. You're right, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it says on a failed save, the target takes 2d8 poison damage. That's it. If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable, but poisoned for 1 hour even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way. Alrighty.
Well, that makes some sense, I guess, because the poison has an effect, but not paralyzation, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess it's saying if it's the poison that drops you below 0, you're considered...
If you're poisoned, it gives you disadvantages on attack and ability checks. And then if you're still poisoned when you're to 0, even when you're revived, you got 1 hour before you can do anything.
Right. Okay, looks like we're back at the top.
So I'll be poisoned right now, I'm just not paralyzed.
Correct.
Yeah, how do I attack with a spell?
Which spell, Sean?
Did you drag him over from the spell thing to put on your character sheet?
Yeah, they're underneath my actions.
Then there's likely like a little magnifying glass to the right that you can press and it'll open up the stuff for the spell.
At the very bottom it says display. If you change that to actions, you should get a little icon to be able to use too. Make sure mode is standard or combat.
It's not there for magic missile. I have ice sniper with sickness, but not magic missile.
Sean may not have had all his effects situated. He just got his character done.
I think I figured it out.
There you go.
No, I need more D4s. Hold on.
Yeah, so just click that for, like if you're launching them all at one creature, then yeah, you'll have to click that for each missile.
Okay.
There you go.
You dice.
I was gonna ask, like, is there something wrong with my macro, or am I just rolling sucky?
You're just rolling sucky.
Okay.
Well, not to bring up old times, but isn't that kind of normal for battalion?
It is, but in my defense, I rocked that lightning bolt earlier.
That's true.
Yep.
But either way, you go back in form. and then I'm gonna move a little bit behind. That way, this spider could just come barreling at me.
Alright. So your darts reach out and bite into the spider's flesh, causing a few little smoking scorch marks on its carapace there. However, it's still up, and it appears we are on Travos. Travos net down. Oh, was I holding the button down? Yeah, wait.
Is that attack? I hit with my flaming whip again.
Alright. The spider kind of leaps to the side on twitching legs once more as it screeches out in pain at the bite of the whip. Let's see. It's got... Oh yeah, they're totally not intelligent, so it'll continue its attack on Dulsung there. Being the closest target. Apparently its mandibles bite into you once more. You made your savings throw again, but it does little damage to you there as its mandibles break across the flesh of your chest.
I laughed the damage off.
It's on
And
you,
then
don't
his
say.
head too. Or not.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's okay. In an act of mercy, Dulsung thinks the spider deserves a chance.
Dulsung
Do
swings out with his axe, missing the spider, touching the wall a little there in his swing.
I get my second attack, or do I forfeit back to the one?
Oh yeah, I'll let you have it. One's just an automatic miss.
You need to set up those fumble and hit tables like Keith has. There's some interesting stuff on there.
Yes.
Yeah, I use them in my other campaign. I just didn't think we needed any extra advantage for these characters. I kind of got carried away in my generosity earlier on. I might set them up though. They do bring a little more depth to it. Probably do that after this game today. Were those a module, Keith?
Yeah.
It's a built-in module, yeah.
And I just opened the book. I could leave the red X on there, right?
No. You'll
Or
have
do I
to...
just put a check mark on that?
No. Yeah, you'll have to put the green check mark
You
and
don't
share it out.
Alright, I put the green check mark on it.
Needs to be enabled under options also, right?
Yep.
Where do I find that under options?
It's all the way at the bottom.
Which one is that listed as, Keith? It would be under combat, GM?
Households, all the way at the bottom. Attack,
Yeah, all the way at the bottom. Yep.
think I got that set up right. All right. And
Yep.
Dolson, did you get your other attack?
Yeah, the other attack killed the first spider, and then I rushed over to the second.
All right.
I gave him a little love tap with the flat side of my blade first.
Nice. And you rushed over. That was the end of your action there. Or did you have anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Devastate.
So, having fell to a knee, but apparently not paralyzed, he's going to rise up as he does, stabbing at the underside of the creature as he rises.
All right.
And then as he rises and pulls his blades free, he's going to stab in a downward motion, trying to sink it into the creature.
Sounds good. Oh, it looks like you finished my spider off. 2 great hits from your rapiers. As it screeches for a split second before its legs thrash, it kind of flips itself over to its back, going still.
Given a curse and drow, he spits down at the creature, flinging his blades out once again to splash off the blood before he sheathes them.
Excellent. All right. So you guys finish off my spiders. I awarded your XP. You see, mostly these rooms appear to be empty, except for the various bones of animals and bullywugs scattered about the room.
Does it seem possible to collect poison from them spiders?
Let's see. I'll allow you a few attempts here. Nice, Portellian. You managed to get you a little bit of poison. I'll allow you to. You only managed to get poison from 1 spider.
Alright. So that'd be like 1 vial?
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of bones from the bullywugs scattered about in here?
It's a contact type, right?
Yes. Well, it'd probably be by a wound or some such. I imagine it would work as well if it was ingested.
And I'll give that vial to Devastate. Matches his weapons better.
Alright. I'm gonna take a quick bio break real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that.
Hey, now that you're back, Truman, I got a message a couple of minutes ago. I'm gonna have to leave I have to leave a little early today, around well, it's 5 o'clock my time. I guess that'd be 2 o'clock your time, an hour early. I gotta go take care of an emergency. So.
Oh. Alright. You sure you got time to wait?
Yeah, what it actually is somebody has to go to the hospital, but I can't go see them until they actually get there. And so
Okay.
I'm saying 30 minutes. It could be 45 minutes. I might be able to play for the rest of the time. They're gonna send me a message once they get to the hospital. It's just something I do for my job. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whenever you need to go, Sean, that's no problem.
Okay, I'll try to hold out as long as I can, but I need to go. I'll let you guys know.
Alright, just waiting on Dennis, Jason, and Key.
know who's going in on Sunday.
Well, Sean, he's got an emergency he might have to take care of here before the end of the game.
Gotcha.
He's got to make a hospital visit. He said he might be able to... Oh, go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, it all depends on when the people contact me again. I gotta wait for the patient to get there, so... It could be 30 minutes from now, it could be an hour from now, it could be 3 hours from now. Really depends on when they get admitted.
Gotcha.
So are we waiting on anybody else, or was it just me?
We still got one other player that appears like they're away.
Okay.
I think we're waiting on Travos.
I already put my check mark in there.
Oh. Okay, Devastate.
Nope.
Oh, excellent.
My check
All
mark
right.
too.
So shortly after your brief battle with the giant spiders, you hear a great roar from outside, and the castle seems to shudder as if something very large has landed upon it. And you hear this grating voice that pours out in a language some of you may not know. Ah, crap! It didn't work.
Was that what the guy was saying? Oh crap! It didn't work.
Hey Keith, I used /lang and then space. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't enable the extension, so it's not there. Or you tried it earlier.
Is that under options as well?
No, that's on the load-up screen.
Oh, that's too bad. Dang. Alright, well in Draconic the voice says, "Stop your useless fighting. You threaten all that we have built here."
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
He's saying that to us, or
No, it's probably speaking to the battle going on in front of Naratar Castle.
Yeah, we better get out there, guys. It sounds like it's gonna be good.
Sounds like the boss indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry out in Draconic. Is that you, Resmir? Is that you, Resmir?
Oh no, it sounded very, very loud. And whatever it was shook the entire castle. It must be very, very large.
Matrash, this is a Resmir. This is a real dragon.
The blue one, probably.
Yikes.
Boy.
I mean, let's kill it.
That sounds like no fun. But yeah, let's go out and play bait.
Let's go get it.
Alright.
Devastate. This is out Draconic. Time to die, creature. As he begins heading towards the sound of the voice.
Alright, as you guys rush down the stairs and go through that door, into the forge room and out the other door leading to that room where the mud is all churned up, you see Snapjaws and a few other of the lizard folk are there. They appear to be hiding against the walls and such, and looking back down that long hall you guys walk down. He holds up a hand when he sees you, and he shakes his head profusely, shaking his head no.
No, don't go out there, or no, like they're not joining us.
He says no, don't go.
Devastate would continue stalking forward unless someone tried to stop him.
Perhaps we should see this thing before we blindly go out there.
Alright, so you guys kind of creep down the hall a little bit. The lizard folk kind of following behind, and Snapjaws is kind of walking backwards towards the head of your group, and he keeps holding his hands out in front of you, shaking his head, repeating, "No, no."
So we're on map 1 again?
Yeah, I'll bring it back up right now.
I look to Snapjaw and I say to him, I thought you said your time was now. I thought you said this was the time to kill the bullywugs. Just because there is some monstrous creature out there bellowing, you're gonna stand here like a coward and let all your kind die? I probably should have did all that once Truman got the map up so he wasn't busy. Sorry, buddy.
It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, you guys walked down that corner to where that large room was. And you're now standing in the hall of the Barbican. And if you look out there, you do indeed see one of the most huge blue tails you've ever seen swishing back and forth just outside of the hallway. And Snapjaw starts shaking his head again and saying, "Not the leader, not the leader."
After seeing that big old tail, I'll shake my head and be like, I ain't going out there.
He says, even if you could kill Vargamanthar, won't do no good.
Well, if the risk is not worth the reward, then perhaps we should stay in here. Perhaps Calidus can be wise as well. So, guess you don't gotta worry about the bullywugs after the dragon kills them, huh?
But you see most of the sounds of the battle outside has stopped at the sight of this Vargamanthar. And all seems to go quiet out there as the tail it's swishing back and forth in front of the door, and most likely just staring up on the forces out there, kind of keeping stuff in check, apparently.
So it turns out so the dragon is not the leader. Why shouldn't we kill it?
It kill you? Vargamanthar very powerful.
Turn to the others. You think he's right, or can we take it?
I'm not quite sure. It's a matter of if he's right or if he's wrong. It's more of a matter, is the risk worth the reward? If he's not even the head, then why should we expend our resources and possibly put our lives in danger to kill something that might not show a good return on what we are doing?
Devastate seems oblivious to the conversations around him as he tries to shoulder his way past everyone and to go confront the creature.
Alright.
Willis.
Oh, I think you have a hatred for dragons, though.
Yeah, it's a thing, and like I said, he appears almost in a stupor, transfixed, as he's muttering incoherently as he's trying to move forward.
Alright. The extra lizard folk that was in the room with Snapjaws kind of leaps upon your back, trying to grab you about your arms and waist and such, trying to pull you back, seeing your extreme hatred. Keith, you're moving closer to get a better look at this Vargamanthar. And you, looking outside, kind of peeking out there, you see it's indeed an old dragon, very large. It just exudes power and fear. Most of the bullywugs and lizard folk out there are down on their hands and knees, shaking as it's just staring upon their group. The area is littered with some dead giant frogs and some dead giant lizards and such from the battle. But it seems at the sight of this creature, they decided that stopping the fight was in their best interest.
I say we just hide out in here. Stay safe. Wait for it to leave.
I agree with Madrash. I mean, if this isn't even the leader, if it's not Resmir or anything else, there's no point of doing it.
That's one.
Oh, hold on, guys. I got something else coming in. I'll be late for a second.
No problem.
Basically, you will see that Devastate does not acknowledge anything that's said. He's basically caught within a waking dream, intent on confronting and destroying this creature. He will not, like, physically, like, fight the lizard men. He just tries to shrug them off, not even in a state of mind to even turn and fight them, as he just tries to muscle his way forward.
There seems to be enough pain to Devastate to hold him back. They all got a pretty good grip on him as he's trying to force his way out the door. And Snapjaw tells you, rumors say Vorgamenthar not the only one, but 2 dragons. Some say Vorgamenthar has a twin.
Oh, really?
Maybe not even a really. Might be 2 great dragons out there. Somewhere hiding and watching.
Oh, lost connection.
I've seen that.
So I imagine as the pylon will get to a point and he'll collapse beneath them, and he'll just gnash his teeth and bloody his fingers as he tries to dig into the wood and pull himself.
You're there, Dawson.
Yes. Okay, looks like I'm back now.
Welcome back.
As you guys are discussing this, as you guys are down there talking, a flash of lightning, bluish white, comes cascading down the corridor you just came out of, and blasts into Snapjaw, launching him across the room. You see a familiar figure back there in the hallway that yells, "You!" As you see this guy here, as he turns and walks back down the hall. Yes, it's Asbara Joss.
Let's kill that bastard.
I assume he's no friend of ours.
Nope. He is a bad, bad man.
Yeah, and apparently he's fully decked out in his garb as a red wizard of Thay now.
I will begin rushing forward, pulling out my trident as I charge after that bastard.
Alright, he's pretty far behind you down the hall. You hear his voice boom out unnaturally loud. "Resmir, time to leave."
That's right. Leave, you cowards. Know that we will undo everything that you are trying to accomplish.
So you're running back down there. Vorgamenthar eventually does, with a great flap of his wings, take off into flight, leaving the area rather quickly. Devastate, I would assume, after you lose sight of him, you might start to regain some of your control, figuring that he's gone.
Yeah, as it first takes flight, he'll release a wail of anguish and rage, but almost immediately after it's out of sight, he'll go limp, panting as he comes to his senses.
Drow seems to really like dragons.
Who am I missing? Oh,
Portillion?
Yeah, he's still AFK, I believe. Oh, you mean, yeah. Yeah, you're missing Portalion on the map. There you go.
yeah, he's still AFK. He might be having to take off. He said there's an emergency he has to take care of at the hospital.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. So, by the time you guys get down to the hall again and look into that room around the corner where he had apparently fled, you don't see any sight of him.
That bastard took off with the dragon,
So he
I
left
bet.
the courtyard and then ran down.
Yeah, he ran towards this end where I put everybody, and he took off down this hall here that went into that room with the mud churned floor where you guys went initially before you walked into the door leading to the forge and the fight with those giant spiders.
I'm not seeing a map.
It's ground floor.
Am I going the wrong way or the right way?
Hey, you went the wrong way. You're going back for the dragon. You're worse than Devastate.
I don't understand why we're in this hallway.
Well, you guys fled the hallway because you were talking about going out there and fighting the dragon. Until the lizard men managed to hold back Devastate, and Badrash went out and took a look at the dragon and advised against it. Then somebody back down towards the end of this hallway had spotted Asbar Joss, who you guys had left back at the Karnath Roadhouse, as he screamed "you" and tossed a lightning bolt, blasting Snapjaw across the room, and fled back this way. You guys heard his voice as if it was magically enhanced. It was unnaturally loud as he yelled for Rezmir, telling him it was time to go.
Not
So he
again.
fled into the castle?
Yes, Madrash had wanted to go back down that way and chase Asbar Joss. I figured the rest of you would have went with Madrash, so I put you down there with him.
Okay, so blue dragon flew away. The red guy ran down and out of the castle.
Yeah, he ran at. He was last seen turning that corner there. You guys just came around and flying off into this room. He was pretty far ahead of you guys when after he took off and called out for Rezmir. You're not exactly sure where he may have fled.
Devastate, can you track that bastard?
So, what do you guys do now?
Check this other door.
All right.
Where do you see where he might have went, Devastate? Do you know where he might have went, Devastate?
You open.
Do you know where he might have went, Devastate?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you track that bastard?
I don't know who this guy is on my screen, but I want to kill him.
Yep, I want to kill him too. I'm rushing after him. We're trying to find where he went. We got down here and he disappeared on us.
Is he the guy? Is he the gentleman from the other fort? Like a session or two ago?
Yep.
Yeah, the one that took over the mercenaries or whatever.
He was pretty powerful. We better be careful.
We're invincible. There's 5 of us. There's only 1 of him.
Yeah, we got our new friend that can wear out all the spells, and then we can take him down.
I suppose.
So I have a feeling we're probably not going to find him, but here's hoping.
Where do you think he went, Devastate?
So yeah, I rolled in the tower. I'm looking around for any signs of tracks or signs of movement. Anything that might give away what direction he went.
Let me, yeah, you made a good check. Let me check out these rooms real quick.
And these doors are like for giants and stuff.
Alright. You find that he went just up ahead to the second door on the left. You could see more humanoid tracks. More human-like tracks.
Right there?
Yeah. Leading that way.
This way.
Damn, where'd he go now?
So you rush into that room, and
Where'd he go now?
when you throw open that door, you see that it's a huge kitchen. There's two humans in there, not armed at all. They're wearing some old brown tunics that's stained with probably various types of food, and they're working beside what appears to be a dwarven chef. Got a meat cleaver in his hand, and he's cutting up some meats. He kind of turns and thrusts himself back against the shelf where he's working when you guys enter the door.
Where's the wizard?
Who are you?
Where's the wizard?
He points off to the left towards that open door there.
This way, guys.
Alright. Now I'm gonna need one more second to try to pull this up for the hall should be filled with various people.
Oh,
Okay,
fun.
what map are we on? I was gone for all that.
Ground floor.
Ground floor.
See, oh, we don't have Portellian in there?
He's there. He just didn't have the
Okay.
map. He just didn't have the map.
Okay. Yeah.
Huzzah.
And go to my encounters. Alright. You see that the room is filled with various people milling about and working. These are armed and appear to be cultists in their leather armor, their black leather armor and cloaks and such. As you guys come to the door, I'll move you back there.
Seems like Portalian's rather closey with one of those cultists.
Yeah, man. You didn't think I swung that way, but apparently I do. So how did we get flanked by these guys? Did they appear out of nowhere? What happened?
We ran through the doorway and they were in here.
I have no idea why the map dropped them in there. In the book, they're not in that room.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was getting worried there for a second.
Yeah, they got the...
Lost connection again.
Uh-oh. They got the map slightly different from the mod in Fantasy... Or they got the book slightly different from the maps in Fantasy Grounds, apparently. That room you were in is just the kitchens with just two commoners and a dwarven chef. this room's supposed to have all the cultists.
Still
got
have
one
been down
cultist
there.
in here.
Oh, nice one. That's you, Travos? We gotta go with initiative, though. Did you roll yet?
No, that's me judging the 20-foot radius for my fireball.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Travos' color. Alright. So it looks like your fireball hit a good portion of the room there.
It will. I mean, are we initiative order or?
Well, you gotta roll initiative still.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to reconnect.
Oh, looks like we're waiting just a second for David to get back in.
Looks like we get some Colt to go first.
Yeah, that's okay. They'll still group up just fine.
Yeah. This is gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, I might even pop fly switch just so I can get above him down with some lightning bolts.
How
But I'll
tall is
probably
the ceiling?
save it.
We'll say in the Great Hall, we'll say approximately 15 feet. Of course, this area is a little bit more clean, being that this is obviously where the cultists take their meals during the day.
Did you mean to leave Cultist 10 back here in this room with us?
Oh, he's so lonely.
Oh, I can make him feel at home.
Give him some good company.
That's right.
All right, so everybody got their. Did you get in there, Dawson?
It's he's not connecting.
Uh-huh.
Like I got an actual error saying I couldn't connect to you, and then I restarted, and it's still not connecting.
Uh oh.
So Fortellian and Divistave rushed back. Staying in the kitchens, it looks like.
Well, that's just, yeah, that's where it was when I came in at.
Oh, that's cool.
Stepped through the door and saw all those people. I was like, oh, hello. What's for dinner?
Yep.
Can I have some chicken?
Yeah, a few of these cultists spread throughout the room look something like this guy here.
Ooh, fancy. What is that weapon? That looks kind of interesting.
Does look kind of interesting, huh? I think it's just, let me see what it's classified as. It might be just considered a dagger.
Well, if I can scavenge a couple of those, assuming we don't die, even if it's just a different look and it's the same damage, I'd be cool to carry those instead of regular ones.
Yeah, technically it's really fun.
That is interesting. Are you using the stats for a scimitar?
Oh, really?
Sweet.
Yes, indeed.
Wow, that does look awesome.
I could use a couple of those for sure.
Alright.
We'll see if any are willing to donate theirs.
Yeah,
I'm sure you might be able to work something for me. That's messed up. Sorry for the trouble, David.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Uh-oh, drum roll. Come on, Miko, get back here.
That's what drum rolls get you.
Attacked by a dog. Big old pit bull.
Character screen.
Alright. It doesn't seem to give me any pictures for the normal cultists.
Why did I take the alert feat? I'm rolling 2s and 3s for initiative.
Alright, we got you in there?
Yes, sir.
Alright, time to continue on. It looks like a few of the cultists here snapped to the attention, drawing their weapons. If I could only find them on my map. Okay. So one takes a double move, attempting to move up to help block the corridor, as well as this cultist here. Drawing their scimitars, they try to form kind of a wall there in front of you.
Oh, seven's way in the back.
Yeah, I'm using a double move on him as well, as he tries to come up and bolster that first line of defense. It's now on Travos. So they begin moving forward, trying to fill the Great Hall from one wall to the other at the commands of some of these fancily clad cultists in the back.
And I will shoot a lightning bolt at them.
Alright.
Nice.
Looks like you got a good line going on right there.
Yeah, Burrs.
Damn.
A pretty good hit there.
Nice.
I just take a step to the right and repeat.
As their limbs jolt and twitch about, you seem to drop that entire line of cultists there.
That'll be out of my ring.
Alright, looks like we're on Divestay.
Okay. Devastate. Sheathes his blade, drawing his bow. Stepping to his left. Into the doorway. For my bonus action, I'm casting Hail of Thorns.
Alright. As the hall fills with shouts of rage and anger, it It sounds as if some of these guys may have recognized you from earlier on in your adventures.
So
Yay,
I'm
we're
gonna cast
getting
there.
notorious.
First. I don't know if that number 7 would count as being in that or not. But first,
What's the area of effect on that?
it's basically on the target and then everybody within 5 feet of him.
Oh yeah, let me get him.
Yeah, 3
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so first I'm rolling just the attack on number 15, Dragonclaw.
All right.
Bam.
Ooh. As he shouts Tiamat's name
Okay,
in
then
anguish.
so basically as soon as the arrow strikes, it begins to sprout thorns that reach out, spearing into the one that I hit and those around him. I'm not sure if this spell is set up right, but we'll find out.
Although that cultist was kind of in between squares, number 29. I'll put him in between, or I'll put him in your area of effect as well. Not sure if you marked him or not.
Yeah, I added him.
Okay, cool.
So, did any of them make their saves?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that versus?
I should have rolled it for him. It was DC 14 on strength. It looked like it rolled the dice like it was supposed to. I don't know if it showed on your screen.
It looks like one failed. Number. Let's see, which one is that? The one at the back
29.
of the 2 cultists there?
29.
Yeah. He failed his save.
Okay, well, it's going to affect all of them, but it's this first one. Alex probably didn't roll the damage, did it?
No, I don't see any damage on it. So as there screams of anger at your intrusion, becomes screams of pain as your arrow sticks into one of the dragon claws, sprouts its thorned vines, and begins to whip around, slashing into him and some of the other cultists around him.
Yeah, so number 4 takes 4, or cultist 29 takes 4, and the rest take 2. 8, 15, and 7. I'll take just 2 points of damage.
Alright.
You've pissed them off.
But those ones should be restrained as well, actually.
All of them?
Yep, all 4, and then just 29 takes 4 damage, and the 15, cultist 8, and number 7 takes 2 points.
See, 15 was one of them, right?
Yep. I could probably target them and do the. Well, looks like you're doing it anyway.
Hey guys, just to let you know, I think I'm gonna finish up this battle and get going. But I'll stay to finish this up.
Okay.
Alright, Sean.
Sorry about that, but when those certain phone calls come in, I gotta answer. So.
Oh yeah.
Part of the job and all.
Yep.
And is that for one round, Dennis?
Yeah, that'll be for one round.
Okay.
And then I use my bonus action and attack, so then for my last attack. Ooh.
Sweet.
Nice.
Hamstrung him with an arrow. Nice.
Well, I'm still in a tizzy from seeing that dragon.
And that's another restrained effect on
Yeah, but he's also dead. Must have hit an artery.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And that was on which one?
4. Dragon Claw 4. And then to make room for Portalion, I'm going to take a step back to my right.
Cool.
Wunderbar. Alright, let me see which. Do I feel like doing the front group or the back group?
What's that?
I'm trying to figure out if I want to kill the front group or the back group. I think I'll kill off the back group. That way the front group can just decimate these little minions.
Much better.
Nice.
Okay, now when I use the pointer, does it automatically select these people for me, or do I still have to control and click them?
You'll still have to select them.
Yeah, that's just a visual thing. You have to.
Okay.
There's a target icon at the top of the map that you can click and then drag around things to target them.
Alright, did I do it right, guys? Did I select it?
Looks like it.
Is that like the little target monocle without the line through it?
Yes, correct.
Awesome.
And then your icon should change too.
It's showing you had 6 targets. Is that what you attempted to do?
It would seem so, yes.
Yeah, everything
Yeah,
in that
it
purple
tells you in the
circle.
combat tracker.
Alright. Looks good.
BAM!
Oh man.
So basically, after watching Devastate hurl out his mighty arrows and decimate these people, as soon as he steps to the side, we've been battling together for long enough for me to know that was my signal to let loose, and like a cannon, I shot that fireball down that hallway, and the very walls themselves shook. Not like a dragon's roar, but close enough to make you think it. And I obliterated the entire back line.
Sweet.
Great.
Sweet.
Boom, baby.
No saving throw allowed for them guys there, Portalion?
Sure, if you want to roll it. I don't know how you do that, but...
Let me check that out.
I mean, if I do something wrong on my sheet, let me know.
Let's see. Can he force the savings throw for all those he attacked, Keith?
If he has it
Or
set
do I
up
have
for
to
the
roll
spell. Which he probably doesn't.
I dragged the spell over from the player's handbook. Does
Okay.
that count?
If you click the magnifying glass next to the spell,
Okay.
it should open up, and you see a little thing that says your save, and with a little like grayish brown icon next to it. Just click that to make them roll the savings throw.
The save DC seems to be off though, because it says 11, but my save DC should be 8 plus proficiency plus modifier.
Okay, so hit the magnifying glass next to that line that has the savings throw.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you're in there, go down to where it says save, and it should tell you the type. That's probably the correct.
Dex, yeah.
And then to the right of that, it probably is set to group DC or something like that. Click that box until you get your 8 plus ability. And then the stat to the right of that, change that to your casting stat.
Okay.
And then down below where it says on save, change that to half on success. Just click the box to change that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll roll it for him then. Sweet, thanks.
You're welcome.
Did I do it right?
Yes, it looks like you did. Looks like Cultist 10 made his save.
Does he still die?
Well, that'd be half damage. No, I don't think it'll kill him.
That's like 20 hit points, man. You look powerful Cultist.
Oh, you did 20? Yeah, I think you did.
Well, I did 39. That's going to be 19 or 20, depending how you do it.
Oh, okay. It only shows there.
But stay right here and go point out I rolled above average on every single one of those dice. Just saying. It never happened for me, so pointing it out.
They managed to dive out of the area of effect, but the flames did still manage to kill him. I couldn't see how much your maximum damage was anywhere outside of chat. It maxes them out at their hit points and damage.
I'm gonna pretend that the explosion was so powerful it launched him out.
I'd say it launched some bodies in nearly every direction. Alright. Leave that one left. Yeah, you guys are annihilating these little guys.
Deadly encounter.
Deadly for them.
That's it for your action, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget myself. I know you didn't even know yet. Me and Dennis do it all the time, but there's that downward pointing arrow in the bottom left-hand corner of the combat tracker. If you click on that when you're done with your turn, it changes the order to the next person in line.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Okay, thanks.
No problem. Travos.
Hey, my initiative changed.
Your initiative changed. What was it?
16. I've already gone, so I don't know why it's changed.
I don't know, maybe from me holding control and scrolling around on the combat tracker, I probably screwed something up.
Yeah, I've been seeing everyone flying all over the place in there.
Yeah, because I try to talk and scroll around on the damn combat tracker at the same time, and I just screw stuff all up.
Shame on you.
Sorry about that. Did anybody else notice their initiatives changed from something other than what it should be?
Yeah, mine should be 14.
Okay. Is that the only mistakes we got?
I should be 13.
That
doesn't really change.
Yeah, he'll stay in the same place. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, it looks right. Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis. Looks like we're on Cultist 26. His nearest opponent would be Dulcing there, so he rushes in with a growl. Doesn't have much of anywhere to run, and they got their orders. So, rushing into Dulcing, he's swinging out with his... Oops, they're going to target. Lashes out with his scimitar, and a great horizontal slash with a growl, putting all of his strength behind his swing.
That's a pretty good roll.
Yes, it is. He managed to bite into you.
Wait,
With
what?
the scimitar.
Wait, what bit him? Oh, with the scimitar. Oh, the scimitar. Okay.
Yeah. He's attacking Dulcing up there.
I was like, what are these cannibal cultists? Oh, gee.
And that's all he could do for his round. Dulcing, go ahead.
I actually can't reconnect. My connection to your computer seems to be down.
Ouch. What can we do about that, Keith? Anything that you know of?
Nope.
It looks like it's a Comcast issue.
Oh. Alright.
Well, could you like bring up his character and do his rolls and stuff, or?
Yeah.
Let me find him. Alright. Do you have any idea what you would do if you were in the game right now?
How many guys are left?
One,
5.
what about 4
Five.
cultists?
And there's one right that tried to hit. Well, that did hit you.
Well,
One that
he's getting a great axe to the face.
Alright. Let me... That was Cultist 26. And apparently my mouse wheel is going out again at the same time. Cultist.
Bam.
Looks like you hit him with a 20.
Ooh.
Oh, and maxed out on damage. As you swing your great axe up towards his face, he tries to back out of the way, making it so you don't exactly connect with his face, but you cut a great gash across his chest. How did that cultist end up with 19 hit points? No. He should have 9 hit points.
Killed him into the next life.
Yes, he did.
Reincarnated, yeah.
You managed to cleave a great gash into his face.
It'd take 2 resurrection spells to revive him.
Yes, it will. He drops straight back like a ton of bricks, landing on the ground, convulsing for a split second before he lies still with the last gasp of his life breath. Is that all you could do in one move, Coulson?
No, I get 2 attacks, so then I'd run towards the next one, up to 40 feet away, and then take another attack.
Okay, there's one approximately 5 feet in front of you. Just gotta move ahead and to the right 5 feet. Take another great slash with your great axe into that one.
Whoosh.
Looks like you hit with a 20 once more. For 7 points of damage. Oh, I didn't mark them. That's 18. For 7 damage. He's still on his feet. He tried to backpedal out of the way when he seen the Great Warrior running towards him. Fear took over a little, and when you slashed out, you managed a good cut, spilling forth a bunch of lifeblood from his side. However, he's still on his feet. Looks like it's on Madrash now.
Alright, I'm going to step up behind Dulsung and pull out of my vestments some more holy water as I sprinkle it on Dulsung's wounds, which stings under the salt water. But your wounds visibly close for 11 points.
Alright, looks like we're on the cultists again. Let's see. Yeah, this one is going to rush forth with a scimitar and kind of thrust forward, taking a great forward step. He's going to try to impel Travos on a scimitar. There we go. Taking that great thrust at Travos, you manage to twist aside as the blade flashes harmlessly past you, Travos.
Excellent.
Cultist 18 manages to regain his footing after the devastating attack he received from Dulsung. He slashes out once more with his scimitar. And manages to cut a gash into you. Cut you across the torso. Not doing very much damage, but you take 5. Let's see, cultist 20 here. He runs up to the left side of Dulsung, seeing that Madrash had casted some kind of spell upon his ally. He is targeting you, Madrash.
Awesome. Please hit, sucker. Please hit. Damn.
It looks like he missed. Alright. We're back at the top of the initiative order on Cultist 1, who's just off to the side of, to the right side of Dulsung.
You know, you really do have to admire the fanaticism of these cultists. They just wash in less than 6 seconds. Like, 15 of their allies get blown apart by fire, lightning, and swords, and they're still fighting us.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with cultists. They're very fanatical. That's why they're cultists.
They got some balls of steel.
They're gonna be zombies in like 10 seconds.
All the smart people are at home and are like, no thank you.
Oh, a great deal of blood spurts from Dulsung's side as this cultist just off to his right and in front of him cuts a deep furrow of flesh loose from just beneath his ribs with a critical hit.
How dead am I?
You are
You're not
20
dead yet.
You're missing 21 from 50.
Okay.
I flick my wrist and my flaming whip slaps a skull in the face.
Alright. Yes, that definitely. Alright, your whip cracks out, laying open a wicked grin from ear to ear across his face from your flaming whip. As it cauterizes the wound, so there's hardly any blood. He falls back with a gash, his eyes going wide, as he lays dying upon the ground. Devastate.
So, Portalion will see Devastate step forward as if he was going to walk into the wall, disappearing in a puff of smoke as he suddenly appears behind the cultists.
Battalion begins fiercely. I mean, he's a master of magic, and yet that was pretty damn crafty.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, so let's see. That used an action, but I still get my first bonus action. So as I peer behind, I just plant a hand on the shoulder of the cultist as I attempt to skewer him from behind with my rapier.
Alright. There's a great look of surprise that comes across his face as your rapier bursts out of the front of his torso.
Using my grip on his shoulder as he starts to go limp, I kick out with my foot, shoving him forward so that he falls to the floor on his face next to cultist 18 who I flick my blade out.
Alright. So that cultist kind of wheels around in surprise when he sees his comrade drop, not expecting any attacks from behind. His eyes go wide when they take you in.
Devastate just grins wickedly, giving a wink to the man as he turns, slowly sliding his blade into his belly. Actually, I guess his heart. And just watches as the life blinks out of his eyes and allows him to fall to the floor.
The shocking look quickly becomes one of fear and anguish as your blade pierces his heart and he slides to the floor. Portalion. The remaining cultist is he's kind of dropped his guard a little bit as he looks about the room at all the cultists laying dead around him, and your group here, who apparently has him somewhat surrounded. What do you do?
Well, I try to hit him with a firebolt, but in battalion fashion. I take it and I hurl it at him. I see that I miss and explodes at his feet, but I recoup from it and I say, you know, you can surrender now, and perhaps you won't take your life.
Yeah, I think at this point his fanaticism would flee, and he just basically drops his weapons and throws up his hands, kind of after he jumps about 2 feet off the ground when the fire hits at his feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I work with religious people for a living. I don't know any of that this fanatic.
Yeah, leaving his hands upraised in the air, he just slowly drops to his knees.
And I say out loud, gentlemen, what is it that we are to do with this sickening person who calls himself a human being?
Well, if he wishes to live, it would be to his advantage to be our friend, and if he wants to be our friend, then he'd be very, very helpful in providing some information for us. Devastate says as he flicks his blade, splattering the blood of the other cultists, taking a step towards the man.
Alright,
We're chasing someone, right?
I don't think he's in a position to deny you what you're asking for after seeing all those cultists get slain. So he nods his head and says, I'll do whatever you wish, just let me live.
While he's saying that, I actually use my wand and raise up 4 of his companions as zombies. And I look at him and say, oh, we'll spare your life, do understand. Should you waver in the future, what you see with those 4 will be your fate.
Alright, he's so scared, I mean, he's just quivering all over, a tear drops down his cheek, and he says, as I said, anything you want.
Show us where they take the treasure.
He says, I don't know where they take the treasure. He says, somewhere below.
I rest my hand on the back of his neck, and I let a firebolt begin to form, scorching his neck. I say, you are useless. Why should we let you live?
He drops a tear again, and he says, I swear to you, most of us in this room are just initiates. He says the dragon claws see to the handling of the treasure. You've slain all of them.
I look to the rest of the group like this guy should die. He's useless. What are they gonna do?
Where did the wizard go? Where did the wizard?
He points to the other side of the Great Hall, and he says, I know there's something that lies beneath the castle. If you go back that way, there should be some stairs leading to a cavern network that lies below. I've heard rumors of a portal.
I'll look at my tiger and point at cultists and tell them lunch.
Dude, I was literally gonna do the exact same thing with my zombies. You totally stole my thunder.
Wow.
Alright.
Wow.
So there was screams and begging, and your tiger falls upon him as it begins to tear him apart.
As he does that, I yell out, now be careful, don't tear any limbs off. He'll be a zombie in a little bit. You just make sure he stays intact. Calm your kitten.
So you guys want to advance to the next room there, or?
Yeah, but I have to get going. You guys can feel free to continue, and you are even allowed to use Howling in the meantime. But I do have to get going.
Alright, catch you later, man.
Yeah, it was cool having you back. We'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
See you
great
next week.
actually playing.
See you next week.
I'll create an event later today for next Sunday. So hope we get to see you if you're not busy.
Yeah, summer's always my busy time, but it calms back on around September, August and September it calms back down, so.
That's cool.
Alright, David, it was a pleasure meeting you, buddy. It was great role-playing with you. You're a fun guy.
Great, thanks.
Alright, I'll catch you all later.
Alright, we'll catch you later.
See ya.
Oh man, I was just
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the experience, and I think I messed up a little bit.
You only get 22 because it only lasts one round.
Oh no, Dawson's still in the party sheet, so I guess when I dropped XP in there, it should have went to everybody still, right? Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Yeah, he's on there.
Alright. Good times. So,
Well, I must admit, Portalion came in handy.
Yeah, he did.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, his luck held through until that very last spell.
And he fried a lot of them.
Yeah.
Extra crispy.
But no frog legs. Damn it.
But
no frog legs.
Damn it. With a quick evaluation of the room, you could see they've been building like crates, like large crates to hold stuff in. Most likely treasure and such. So you see some piles of stacked wood, and some crates that's already been finished, some that's nearly done, hammers and nails and such like that laying about.
So you want to try and track them still, or you want to just check this doorway up ahead?
You see back there by the door, water seeping in through cracks in the walls. It's making a kind of a pool that's a few inches deep. There's planks laying across the top, planks of wood to keep, most likely to keep the cultists' feet out of the water.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to stop here, Truman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still can't connect in. It's so good for me.
Yeah, with like Keith said, with him being dropped and Sean having to leave, it just seems like a good time.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to continue. I was down for whatever. So if you guys think it's better to stop here, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I think we should.
Alright.
That was a fun time.
Thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. Sorry for some of the delays as I fumbled through trying to use this module on Fantasy Grounds.